Welcome back to Newegg TV. I'm Carey Holzman, and joining me in studio today is Martin Valdez from LG, and you've brought along something here. What is this?
This is the 21.9 curved ultra-wide monitor.
Why don't you start by telling us what you do for LG?
All right, well, I am the national product trainer for LG, which means, of course, I travel nationally and train on all the cool LG products, and including this beautiful piece of art right here.
This is really cool, and one of the things I understand is that it's supposed to be really easy to put all this together.
It really is. I was reading some of the comments, how they talk about how some of the monitors and other products are really hard to put together, but LG, living up to their slogan, well, their old one of life's good, and even more so the new one, innovations for a better life, this is actually going to make it super easy. You don't need any tools at all. As you can see, the screws are right here. They can screw in with your hands, with your fingers. Just simply place it on the bottom of the stand like so. All right, and then just simply, it says lock, release, so you're going to know exactly which way to turn it.
It's righties, tighties,
lefties,
loosies.
righty tighty, lefty loosey. Yeah,
Right.
It's got that on there, and it's actually correct. So it's not done in a reverse manner for any way whatsoever. So just nice and snug. You don't have to like bend them, and then just lay those down, and it's that easy. Once you have that set down, it's perfectly easy. You see these little tabs right here. This is actually where you're going to hang the monitor at. Simply put, see the little tabs just go right inside there, and then listen, it's connected.
That's it.
That's it. That's all there is to it.
Seems a little high.
It is. It is a little high. You can tilt it forward, backwards, but check this out. You probably can't see it, but look at that. As we take a look at the back of the 34 UC98, you can see we have two Thunderbolt 2.0 ports. We have two USB 3.0 ports, with the top one being your rapid charger. That's going to charge your mobile phone or your tablet 4 times faster than your normal USB charging ports. All right. Then you've got the USB up. You've got a headphone jack, which is cool. You can put the headphone jack in there when you don't want to use the built-in 7-watt speakers that have max audio. These 7-watt speakers with the max audio gives you a really big sound. I was impressed by the sound quality of this monitor. This is the power, the DC in, and I'll go ahead and plug this in while we're talking. And then you've got HDMI 1, HDMI 2. Perfect, of course. Why not go ahead and plug in while we're talking about that? And then, of course, you've got the display port. So a lot of choices for hookups on the back of this monitor.
And of course, you've got to use the display port to take advantage of the FreeSync technology, right?
Absolutely, yeah, great point. Thanks for pointing out that. Yeah, that's the way to go. So with your AMD graphics card, you've got your FreeSync, which is going to help with the stuttering and the jittering, so your favorite games are just going to be a whole lot smoother.
So my understanding about the FreeSync technology is that, let's say your video card's outputting 115 frames per second, but let's say your monitor refresh rate is at 60 hertz. It means it's redrawing the screen 60 times.
Yep.
And when the video card output isn't aligned or in sync with the refresh rate of the monitor, what does that result in?
Well, it results in what's called stuttering, or like little hiccups on the screen. So if you've got, you're doing a first-person shooter, and you're pointing the gun at the person coming towards you. Next thing you know, because of the stuttering, they've jumped through a time portal. They've jumped, and all of a sudden they're like right in front of you. You know, that is what can happen if you don't have the FreeSync going on to keep it all smooth, so you can see every single step and shoot them before they get to you.
And I've also heard it prevents something called screen tearing as well.
Screen tearing as well. Screen tearing is that same person, looks like they got cut straight down the middle with a samurai sword, and they're kind of just a little bit off, so it's tearing, so it's not really giving you a really good graphic experience. So I forgot, right here on the bottom is the joystick. It's been there before, it's there again. Just push up onto the joystick and listen. That little beep tells you that the monitor's coming on. As you can see, the monitor is on. It's going to give you a little display on what it's hooked up to.
Is this more than just a curved display? Are there other features of this monitor to help take advantage of all the extra screen real estate that you have?
Yes, absolutely. So aside from the really cool IPS technology that's built into it, the in-plane switching, which is going to give you that chevron, pixel, which ultimately gives you a wider view. So let's say you don't have it on this mount, you've got it hung up behind you, and people want to see everything. So it's going to be a great view from anywhere that you're sitting or standing in the room. Any angle, or if you're sitting in the center, you got a couple friends you want to show off a game to, they're going to still see what you're seeing in the center screen. So everything is a sweet spot.
So what you're saying is the viewing angles improved not only because of the curved nature of the screen, but also that IPS technology?
That IPS technology. So the curve kind of mimics your eyeball. I mean, opinions vary, but I've noticed that you do get somewhat of a more immersive almost 3D-ish type of effect because of that slight curve. It like wraps around you. It's like the IMAX screens. They have a slight curve on them too. So
It really gets in your peripheral vision a bit.
Exactly. It helps you out. So you've got that, and then the IPS technology on top of the curved screen gives you that 99% of the sRGB ratio. So, I mean, simply put, you're going to get a lot more details in the colors. You're going to get a lot stronger screen. I like to tap on that bad boy right there. I don't know if, I mean, you're probably not going to let anybody touch your screen, but if for some reason you throw a pencil down and hits the eraser and bounces against the screen, IPS is going to give you a more durable screen.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So on the box this monitor comes in, it says it's QHD. What does that mean in terms of resolution?
Oh, the resolution on the 34UC98 is 3440 by 1440. It's an ultra-wide quad high-definition panel. The picture becomes amazingly sharp. All right, it's pretty awesome, and the pixel area is actually 1.8 times larger than a full HD 21:9 monitor, or 2.4 times larger than a full HD 16:9 monitor.
Now, I'm really curious that this monitor comes with software. I've never heard of that before. Is the software necessary? What does it do?
Yeah, in this case, the software is absolutely necessary. I mean, it gives you the drivers, it gives you all of the stuff that's going to be compatible, the on-screen control, the dual display, all of that stuff is on the disk. It's also online in case you don't have a disk drive for some reason, but it's important when it comes to the screen split too, because that's what's going to enable you to actually take advantage of all this real estate. So take a look. We've got my laptop plugged up to it right now. If you come down to the bottom right here where the time is, click on this little up arrow. This icon right here where my arrow's at is the on-screen control. When we right click, you get all those choices. 13 different choices on how you want to split your screen. So as you can see on the monitor, as I select one, see the red lines there? That's showing you how it's going to be split. So there's your two balanced, your one-on-one. I'm going to actually go ahead and pick the 3 screen with the long one on the bottom, and then I'm going to pull up my PowerPoint, pull up my Excel spreadsheet, and let's go ahead and pull up something from the Internet Explorer. Right now, if you just grab from the top where you normally do, check it out. See how they're turning green and red?
Okay.
The red is the inactive screen. The green one is where you probably want to just drop it in, but I'm going to drop this one here, and look, it automatically resizes. And that's what the software is important for, because once you grab this and then put it, let's put it over here, and then check this out. Look at that.
Okay, great.
You're taking advantage of the full real estate. Now this is a dream come true, because you've got your internet stuff, so you can actually grab photos or what have you from the internet and drag them right onto your PowerPoint without having to do that minimize, maximize dance that we're always used to doing in order to go between each application.
Switching back and forth, you have everything right there on the screen. But how many can you have up there simultaneously where it's practical?
I've had up to 4. You know, if you come back to this screen and you can see some of these here, so you've got your 3, there's your 4-screen balance, which is cool. But first, before I show you the 4-screen balance, I'm going to show you the new features, which is your picture-in-picture, right, left, left top, left, right top. If you click on it, see that little red box that just popped up there? Now you've got that up there, see there, and you've got the, you can grab this video and you can come and put it right into the picture-in-picture, and then of course hit play. And there you go. So now you've got a video that you're watching while you're doing your work. As you were mentioning how you can use most of your real estate, if I click on the 4-screen balanced, boom.
Ah.
And it takes control. And then all you have to do to make the video is just click on the video and it fills up the spot.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that awesome?
So just to be clear, the split screen 2, that's part of the on-screen controls software?
Yes, absolutely. So when you're right-clicking here and you see this on the bottom, it actually says Open On-Screen Control. So when we open On-Screen Control, it's going to give you all of these other options as you're seeing right here on the screen. It's going to give you the ability to control a lot of the settings from the monitor.
So for example, we talk about gamers. Gamers don't necessarily need more than one screen open at a time. Are there settings in this on-screen control that can optimize gameplay?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. If you click on this on-screen control there, you can see you can actually control the volume, the brightness, the contrast ratio of the screen, the picture mode, which you're talking about, energy saving modes, response time. You can toggle the FreeSync on and off, or even mess with the black stabilizer, all from your keyboard and mouse, so you can see things that are better in the shadows. It's going to enhance the black stabilizer I'm talking about. It's going to enhance the gaming experience by letting you be able to see things that are in the shelf so nobody can hide from you anymore. That's what it's coming down to.
Not hiding in the shadows.
No hiding in the shadows right now. Then you've got the display presets, which are cool because you can actually set the way you want the screen to look per application being used. For instance, I can set Photoshop to be shown with darkroom settings, but here, I'll use PowerPoint to show you that. And I can set Internet Explorer to any of the gaming modes. And as you can see, we have display presets for, we have 2 first-person shooter modes, we have a RTS mode, you can pick from any of those 3, which will help with your gaming that you were talking about. And then we'll place this in a 2-screen split right there, and now we can click between 2 of them. Now, if you notice when I click on the PowerPoint, see how the screen gets darker? Now we'll click on Internet Explorer and it goes into that RTS game mode, so if you're playing online. So you can put all of your applications in any display preset if you've got a game that you play.
When you bring up that particular application, it will remember that preset for that app.
So the monitor will get darker, it'll get brighter, it'll get any way you set. So you don't have to mess with the joystick and actually set all that stuff.
I was pretty happy just hearing I can control brightness and stuff without having to use the buttons under the monitor.
That's the whole point of the OnScreen Controls 2.0. It's giving you a chance to actually set preset, so that you don't have to finagle with it whenever you're playing a bright game or a dark game, or not just for gaming, Photoshop, videographers, just have it set the way you want to do it without having to mess with the joystick.
And there you have it, LG's brand new 34-inch UC98 ultra-wide Quad HD monitor. And this monitor is great for gaming, it's great for videographers, for photographers, it's great for everyone.
The whole package.
Please click like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Also, check out our new video shopping platform at Newegg.tv. For Newegg TV, I'm Carey Holzman, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.